How can I align formative assessment with learning standards? Are you wondering how to connect formative assessment with learning standards? This is an important question for teachers looking to improve student outcomes. Let's break it down step by step. First, start by reviewing the learning standards for your specific grade level and subject area. Understanding these standards is essential. They outline the core concepts and skills students need to master. Once you have a clear picture of the standards, you can set instructional goals that align with them. Next, create clear learning goals based on those standards. These goals should specify what students should know and be able to do by the end of a lesson or unit. Having clear goals helps guide both your instruction and assessment design. Now, let's talk about formative assessments. These are informal checks for understanding that happen during instruction. Examples include quizzes, class discussions, and technology-based tasks. Make sure these assessments are closely tied to your learning goals. They should measure the specific skills and knowledge outlined in the standards. It is also important to prepare your students for these assessments. Your instructional activities should reinforce the skills and concepts that will be assessed. For instance, if a standard requires students to analyze information, your lessons should include practice opportunities for analysis before the assessment takes place. After conducting formative assessments, gather the evidence from them. This data will show you where your students are in their learning journey. Use this information to adjust your instruction. If students are struggling, provide additional support. If they are excelling, consider extending their learning. Incorporating technology can also support your efforts. Many online platforms offer personalized learning experiences that align with standards. These tools can make it easier to track student progress and provide targeted practice. Engaging students in understanding the learning goals is another key aspect. When students know what is expected of them, they are more motivated to take responsibility for their learning. You may face challenges along the way, such as balancing curriculum flexibility with the requirements of the standards. It is also important to ensure that your assessments reflected the depth of learning intended by the standards, rather than just factual recall. To summarize, aligning formative assessment with learning standards involves reviewing the standards, creating clear learning goals, designing assessments that measure those goals, planning supportive instruction, using assessment data to guide adjustments, and involving students in understanding expectations. This approach creates a focused learning environment where assessments provide timely feedback to support student growth toward meeting learning standards.